Well met. I saw. Blood of the gods, I saw it all. No one could have missed such a sight. The wind carried their screams to me, and I cursed Tochaman for each twisted, enslaved soul that had to die this day. I can never thank you adequately for the service you've done to the throne of Aquilonia. I had not expected to see such greed only moments after such heroism. I have little to offer in the way of reward, but take this as a token of my thanks. This was to be my reward for my duty, but you deserve to reap the reward for your work. King Conan will be informed of your good deed, I swear it. Now, I believe your trainer would have words with you. Gods grant you luck. Watch your back.
Not just yet, friend. What's coming next is only for the strongest, most skilled blades in the Resistance. I'm not saying you'll never get there. I'm just saying you're not there yet. Come back when you're a little more experienced. So you wish to draw steel with companions for a while?
I see potential, I see profit running clean and true from a touch of bloodshed. Do not threaten me. Never, ever threaten me. It is foolish beyond reason, and only by my endless patience do I speak further. Tell me, do you wield a blade or command spells with the viciousness that guides your temper? Aye, this is the kind of spirit I have been seeking, though the temper could use some work. The sellswords here are weak within, No fire burns in their heart, but you, I've an offer you'd be a fool to refuse. Tell me first, from where do you hail? Ah, then you walk far from your mist-wrapped land, and that is fortuitous for me and those I call allies. I am the Cario of the Shadow Brotherhood. I'd employ you if you've a mind to be employed. No need to bore you with details just yet. If you find yourself returning to your homeland, merely meet with one soul in particular and speak a single passphrase. My agent will want to know the fiercest creature you ever saw on the high seas. Your answer is simply this: the lion that stalks the waves, Amra. Burka, in Konark village. Tell him the passphrase and you will be welcomed into the Shadow Brotherhood's true dealings. And not without cause. We are done for the moment, and I wish you well. We'll meet again, though. Count on it. Good luck out there.
Hello. I've been better. I'm not sleeping well lately. Really? Would that be because I was bored? You paint a pleasing picture, but my troubles aren't caused by cold sheets and loneliness. I have this feeling as though something terrible is about to happen. This isn't something like a throat getting cut or a purse lifted. This is purer, more potent. It's not a sight nor a sound, just a fear that something rises from below to swallow us all. Something beneath our feet, within the city's catacombs. A man who hauled laden sacks down into the underhalls has vanished. I know him not, so I cared little what he did, but he's not been seen for some time. So I wonder... Thank you. Go carefully, you hear me? The tunnels under Tortage are never safe. Look for an entrance beneath the Mitran temple, and I'll pray for your soul while you're gone. It would be a foul fate to lay forever in the sunless dark. Watch out for the red hand. Welcome to the Thirsty Dog. It's not a pretty story. We're all tightening our belts while the harbor is blockaded. I'll give you the same answer I give everyone that asks, but you'll hate it. White Sands Isle. Mushrooms, meat and coconuts can be found there, but few wish to risk their lives to feed others. Gods, I'd been hoping you would say that. You can get meat from hunting the panthers prowling over the island. Look for coconuts by palm trees and seek mushrooms in the shadows of the old mausoleum. Watch yourself out there.
Hail! Aye, savage and ugly. Have you seen the ruins in the wilds? The Racharonian, the last remains of a long-dead empire. The pigs stalk nearby, but those crumbling buildings also hide a great evil allied to the tattooed barbarians. We found demons in the wilderness there. One mutilated me and took my brother in its jaws, flying back to the ruins as I fled. Thank Mitra. Take whatever weapons you wield and carve out the hearts of these mixed-blood beasts. Look for them across the lava river, taking a right at the crossroads. Bring me back evidence of what these demonic pigs eat, for I must know for certain how my brother's life ended. My pirating days left me a wealthy man. I will share my coin with you in payment for this bloodshed. Farewell, then.
fisherman and have no way to fish. I can't earn my trade, can I? What in the hells do you think is wrong? It's not the blockade that preys upon my mind. That has to break soon. The city will die if it doesn't. No, my worries are saved for the Picts. They're coming closer to us every day. The Pictish wilderness just isn't enough land for the hordes of flesh-eating bastards being bred there. They're spreading. Already they've claimed White Sands Isle. That's where I fished and made my living. So I may return to the island when the blockade is lifted. You see to the core of my troubles. Then you'll have my gratitude, and maybe a little coin if I can scrape it together. It's the strongest ones that are the real danger. Make sure you go for those. Be well. Yes? Hungry. So very hungry. Oh, you're a sharp one. I can't get anything to eat, can I? I used to get by fine on the sea's bounty. But now that the Red Hand has taken over the old lighthouse in the harbour, I fear returning there to fish. If the Red Hand pay attention to you, you can look forward to a back alley beating at best, or turning up floating in the harbour at worst. So I need someone to get my fish. Oh, would you really risk it? Head down to the harbour. Then go south to the lighthouse. Look for my fishing rack behind it. I'm sure there are plenty of fish there. Be well.
Yes? Not at all. Easing my fears. I just ventured to White Sands Isle, and I need a drink to stop my bones rattling. I was going to kill and skin a few of the saltwater crocodiles there. I used their hides in my tailoring work. The place is thick with Pictish barbarians, though. Mitra only knows what they'd do to me if they caught me. I ran as if all the hounds of hell were at my heels. If that is not a jest, you have made a new best friend. I appreciate this more than I know how to say. Just keep your skinning knife away from the younger lizards. Their skin is too thin for my needs. Gods go with you.
What do you want? Noble in name only, I fear. I've lost everything to pirates, landlocked by the blockade. The Red Hand do nothing to protect the townsfolk. Now I have lost everything to them. Everything. Even my household slaves. After the pirates plundered my mansion, the slaves left one by one. Now they mix in with the pirates camping outside in the Noble district, living happily off the profits from my family heirlooms. Damn them all. I do. Will you face them and make them suffer? It's the Red Hand guards you need to worry about. They protect the pirates, camped to the south of here. Kill them for what they've done to me. Goodbye.
It is now declared illegal to set foot upon White Sands Isle. The leaders of the city wish to protect you all from the island's dangers.
Looking for something? And hello to you. I assume from the look in your eyes this is a social visit rather than one of pleasure. Things are not going well in my House of Lusts. The pirates who are trapped in Tortage because of the blockade now take their pleasures and refuse to pay. It upsets the girls. Whether your fervor comes from anger at injustice or a need to impress my girls, I care not. Thank you for this. The ones responsible lurk in the alley behind me. If you could return with any of their valuables, my girls won't go hungry and humiliated any longer.
See you soon. Yes?
Yes, there is. I sought to punish one of my girls for stealing my gold, and I fear I have made a terrible mistake and taken the lesson too far. She was a favorite of many local merchants and sailors, and I will miss their coin if they look elsewhere for their pleasures. No, Hortensia appeals to a great many men who come to the bearded clam, more than any other girl I've ever had in my service. She has known the pleasure rites of Stygian temples dedicated to Tercato, and her skills have made her a favorite of many in the town. The little harpy stole from me. Hortensia is too valuable to dismiss from service, so I sought to teach her a lesson by leaving her for one night on White Sands Isle. I returned for her this morning, yet she was nowhere to be seen. I swear I believed she could fend for herself as long as she ventured no further inland. In the north of the harbor is a rowing boat you can use, and be sure to head south once you reach White Sands Isle. She was wearing a wisp of a dress and one of her golden necklaces. I pray you find some trace of her whereabouts, and if you do, I can be very rewarding. Have a pleasant eve.
Yes, what is it?
I want to be alive and wealthy. Is that too much to ask? I used to own a thriving shop. My mansion filled with gold and riches from near and far. Now nothing is like it used to be. The resistance made Strom start the blockade, which stopped most of the trade and pirating. This town dies day by day. Of course I am, but only as a petty beggar. I have a plan, though. Once Strom crushes the resistance, he will lift the blockade. I'll be rich again. You see the dead people here? All believed to have been members of the resistance. Giving names to the Red Hand, that's where the smart bets are. Soon, the resistance will fall. It is an accusation used to remove one's enemies in Tortage. Strom takes no risks. He kills even those accused of resistance allegiance. My only worry is a band of pirates hiding out in the city. They hate me, and they keep threatening to give my name to the Red Hand. Oh, I've used their names more than a few times. I was certain some of them must have been resistance members, so I informed the Red Hand. I don't need your judgmental tongue. Will you help me or not? I have something for you if you do. Good. Now go down toward the harbor and head left up to a back alley. The bandits have their camp in the left corner of that alley. Get rid of them. Then return to me. I have found something you might find useful in the gutter. If you do this for me, you can have it.
So long, then. Yes, what is it?
The volcano roared its wrath into the heavens, and you ask me if I'm troubled? The new life I hoped for is dead. All I have left is pain and fear. And do you know something else? I am not as blind and foolish as you believe. I know why the great mountain breathed fire. Because of you. Because of what you did. I saw it with my own eyes. I followed you up the mountain. I was hoping the slaves up there would kill you, so I could steal the coins and clothes from your corpse. I saw you interfere with the witch's spell, and I saw how it made the volcano breathe flames. I'd sell you to them in a heartbeat if I thought it would really save my skin. No, this town is cursed. Would I sell resistance names to the Red Hand? Gladly. But this is different. You stink of real trouble. And now I know who the real power in Tortage is. The Admiral is a puppet. The witch is queen here. On one condition. I want to make a name for myself with the Resistance. With you around, the Red Hand don't seem like such a sure bet anymore. I need you to help me. I have an idea, but I can't do it alone. Maybe that's so, and maybe it isn't. I've uncovered a truth they would love to learn. The town is dead, empty, a mere shadow of what it once was. Hundreds of disappearances have bled Tortage dry. I know what happened to the people taken from the town. Will you help me prove it? This will buy it, I swear. The proof comes in 2 parts. First, you must go to White Sands Isle. Listen carefully now. The southern part of the island. Look for a beach of bones, bleached white by the sun. Bring me one, just a single bone, and I'll have half the proof I need. Return with the bone. I'll explain then. So long, then.
Greetings. Always, but this goes deeper than the Red Hand. I fear Strom has made contact with the Black Ones. The inhuman monsters of White Sands Isle. There's something of an open secret to the people of Tortage. We know they exist, but we stay far away from them. Legends tell of their supernatural cruelty and malice. They drink blood. They demand sacrifice when they meet mortals. We believe so. The Resistance has sent 3 warriors to White Sands Isle to kill Black Ones and weaken their chances of threatening us directly. None have returned. If we had more men and women to send, we would. Our numbers grow thin as well. We'll pay you for this, have no fear. Venture to the southeast side of the island. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but these are myths we're chasing. I am not certain where they dwell. Just be careful. Be well. Greetings. Nothing worth spending money on, my friend. I've spoken to Loranga and Tina, as well as a few others. You're no friend to Strom, and you appear to be a good friend to us. Then you'd work against the Red Hand if it suited your interests. Then perhaps we can be of use to one another. A Red Hand sergeant is preparing to fight our rebellion even as we speak. He readies alchemical potions of healing for his men. I would like you to help him with those potions by bringing him some helpful ingredients. Has it not crossed your mind that when the swords start to sing, there will be too many to just finish cleanly, as you say? We need to hinder them in any way we can. Perfect. He has hired me to bring some of the ingredients. Instead, you will be my courier. Go to the coastal cave near the harbor and collect poison from the corpses of snakes and scorpions. Give these extracts to the Red Hand Sergeant at Barrack Square. He'll pay you for them, the fool. Luck go with you.
Greetings. Keen is the mind that never stops spinning, and my thoughts spin to aims of profit, my friend. No murder in my mind today. A group of ritualists traveled to White Sands Isle in order to perform some rites sacred to their harmless little cult. They were warned by many, including me, not to go. White Sands Isle is a den of beasts and pigs, and the gods only know what else. How astute of you. How insightful and arrow-straight you are. Yes, they died. The sailors who took them across managed to flee, and say that the cultists were killed by a horde of starving beasts. I mourn their loss,
but times are hard for me. My greed is fired by the possibilities here. I sold them 15 valuable gems for their ritual. 15 valuable gems that were never used, and now sit in the bellies of beasts. So noted, my friend. Away to White Sands Isle then. Kill any beasts you find, and return with my 15 gems. Good luck. Greetings. Hurt by everything that bastard Strom does. Have you heard the tales of what he does in the underhalls? Tch! A man like that must have a cancerous pit for a heart. I may be emergent, but I am not without an education. I know Tortar stands upon the bones of a dead city. The underhalls are Acheronian. I know it, and Strom knows it too. He's leeching the sorcery trapped in the very stones and using it for dark deeds. I wasn't always emergent. I once tried my hand at weaving spells and delving into the occult. It wasn't for me. I can sense magic. I can feel it the way most people hear a friend's voice or feel the summer's breeze. But I could never control it. And let me tell you now, the underhalls scream with sorcery. It makes my temples ache. I know only what I've seen in dreams. Red Hand soldiers waiting in the darkness. Strom's pet sorcerers stealing foul magic from the tainted walls. The victims are skinned, their eyes torn from their skulls. They rise, enraged in agony, swollen by black magic. And a monster is born. The dogs of the Red Hand capture any citizen or mercenary that dares travel down there. Kill them all. Every man, woman, and child on Tortage curses the name of the Red Hand. Make them bleed. Make them pay. Gods go with you.
Hello, and welcome. There is, right enough. I've seen something in the underhalls. Something that makes my bile rise and my fingers twitch with the urge to pull steel. Strom's prison, underground. I have seen it for myself, after being dragged there to die. Don't judge me harshly for that. It happens to many, often for no reason at all. Something happens to those kept there. The prisoners all change somehow. I've known good men, brave men, all, to turn bitter and cowardly with vicious tempers, some even swearing allegiance to Strom. That place does something to them. Those that survive, anyway. A great many brutish guards, and several poor wretches trapped in the prison itself. No doubt either halfway to death or madness by now. I want something done about it. I want those bastard guards to suffer for what they're doing to the people of this city. I can't hurt Strom, but by Chrome I can make his underlings bleed. Aye, I want you to go down there and butcher some of the guards. It'll send a message to Strom that there are still some souls in this city with an eye for justice. He's not choked the life from all of us yet. Bring me back their heads, and I'll reward you for your efforts. Good luck, friend. Leave your mercy up here on the surface, and go down into the underhalls with a weapon in your hand and anger in your heart. Fear no sorcery. It all can... Aye, what do you want of me? You noticed? Aye, I've been losing customers lately. Friends as well. Not to fights like you'd expect. Filthy, Pictish bastards outside the city are acting even sicker than usual. I hear those savages are turning to demon worship and hunting the wild for bodies to drag back to their camps. Chrome only knows why. I hate what I'm hearing. Eager for the bloody details. Fine then. I hear talk the bodies are being dragged into the Acheronian ruins for rituals. Pictish priests are making the corpses walk again, when they should be under the earth and rotting in true death. I don't know if I believe it, but you never know for sure with feral half-men like those damn Picts. As do I. If you've the guts to handle a little gore, I'll reward you to bring me back the heads of any deathless scum you find out there. I need to see if I'm right. You'll find the ghouls in the northeast parts of the ruins. Take the path over the lava and head right to get there. Crom guide your feet and your blade.
Speak. You have time for a story, friend. Wait, stay! We'll talk, you and I. It is a tale of foulness and death. Tortage, bless this accursed city, is laden with such stories as though corruption were her cargo. You know of the old tomb standing on White Sands Isle? I saw it once, like a stone cancer, black on the horizon. It bled evil into the air. They say it was built for some family that died decades ago, all butchered by some curse. Now, it's just a haven for the gods only know what. Yes, I'm sure 100 heroes have said the same thing. Of course, most were just seeking the family's treasure. It doesn't matter, since so few ever return. Ah, yes, the treasure. What kind of story would this be with no talk of gold and glittering gems? But the family hid their hoard well, for no grave robbers have found anything yet. Every year, a few more go out to try. Every year, the legend grows. I'd stay away, You'd be eaten alive by the demons bred there. How very noble. Kill a handful of the creatures around there and bring back some trophies if you want to be believed. I doubt I'll ever see you again, of course. I'll drink to your memory, whatever your name is. Enjoy your death, eh? Watch your step.
What's all this now? I am Bartholomew, Tortage's only master scribe, so it stands to reason that I would run a scribe shop, does it not? If you wish work done, I would usually send you to my apprentice. However, Rabos is not here. I've not seen the young wastrel for several days. Several weeks. I took pity on him after he told me the tale of his flight from Zingara to seek his family history. I needed an apprentice for the common work, and he needed the money. He's often deep in his cups, though. He's missed days of work before, though never as many as this. The same business that always happens to him. He drank too much, started trouble, and was imprisoned by the watch. It's odd that he's been gone so long, though I'm not willing to lose vast funds bribing the corrupt peons of the watch into letting me look in the cells. I'm hoping to hire someone to sneak in instead. I would be much obliged to you, certainly. A small reward if you find Rabos would not be out of the question. You can enter the keep's dungeon through the underhall entrance in the harbor under the keep. The guards keep the cell keys with them at all times. Be well.
I'm Captain Royo of the Old Smuggler. An unfortunate coincidence in a name, I swear. This is how I always stare at thieves. Yes, you heard me. Thieves. To rob, to plunder, to steal. You are guilty of it all. Don't play the innocent with me, my friend. Where is my fruit? I haven't had a shipment in from the north side of the island in days. Do you expect me to believe you have nothing to do with this? I'd recognize your influence anywhere. Was that? You're purloining my finds? Oh, if only the Red Hand were here in full force to witness that confession. A wonderful suggestion. All the more pleasant in that it required such little hinting. Pick the nice, golden ones. Not too soft, mind you, or they'll bruise on the voyage. My customers are very particular. You'll find them along the beach in the ruins to the north, beyond the lava dam. Good sailing to you and yours. I am the most feared cat by any chance. Did Genzio send you? Well, have you seen him? Ugly man, tall, long limbs. Smells nice for a sea dog, sort of floral, fruity scent. That scurvy wretch is to bring me a case of Vale of Dawn fruits. It fetches a high price in mainland markets. I need to get my ship ready to depart, so I can't spare anyone to find Genzio. I've decided that you and I are thick as thieves, like old mates we are. Go find Genzio for me. This will make up for that time I saved your life in wherever it was from. What's his name? Marvelous. Genzio brings me fruit that grows near a quiet beach. He's probably in the ruins in the jungle, northwest of the city. Place smells of fruit. Can't miss it. What? Yes, searching the ruins. Brilliant. Marvelous. Sword held high, deaf to the hundreds of Picts in your way, so on and so forth. Glory. Keep to the right, past the lava dam, and once you're in the ruins, keep east. Then you may find Genzio without any bloodshed. Maybe such things bore you. I don't know. Are you still here? Never a Pict cross your path, mate.
Ahoy there! What do you want? Eh? What's that? Me? I'm just here. Eh? What's that you say? Why not take a long walk of a short pier instead of giving me trouble, eh? Filthy son of a... This is all that bastard Renton's fault. No, I'm sat out here in the cold and... You haven't heard? By the gods, I thought everyone knew. Hallstrom's got him up to himself, and he's got no time for ale and wenches no more. It's because of the... And you can take a knife to me back and make a cloak out of me skin if it ain't so. You do that. You head on in there and you speak to him. I'll be out here doing... Well, just drinking, since the bastard's too busy to let me back in. Since you're leaving... Go and get me some more rum, okay? There's a tavern around here somewhere.
What do you want then? Don't talk to me about him. I've been trying to get rid of that fool for days. He knows the old man has got us working hard, and he knows I'm taking a little breather from the toil. Yet he's out there singing of shipwrecks and lost loves. If he lets the whole Red Hand know, my back will be wearing stripes for a week. You're a bit slow, huh? Strom, the Admiral himself. He's got us scrabbling over the islands like flies on a dead whore, looking for some nonsense dating back to Atlantis. It's no secret we're all out seeking instead of sailing, and I think the old man's finally gone twisted. But that fool outside's not helping by tempting me all the time. Yes, but no need to start making happy with the stabber, eh? I don't want the bastard dead. I just want him to shut up. He's barred from the tavern, so he can't get his sweaty paws on the bottle of piss they drink in there. I've got something to shut him up, right and true, but it's on White Sands Isle, and I'm not going back there for love nor money. I stashed some of my treasure, mostly wine we plundered from a Zingaran trader in the White Sands Mausoleum. But as we left, the bloody way out comes a crashing down, kills a bunch of the boys, and I'm the only one who makes it out still breathing. Watch your back, though. That place is old and dangerous. If you can get to our old stash, give a jar to that fool outside and maybe he'll leave me alone for a few nights. If I'm really lucky, he'll shut up and stop howling for the whole town to hear. Otherwise, Strom will have us both tossed into the shark pit. I wish you luck. Him outside, he'll pay you when you get back with the wine. Now, where was I?
Another matter to deal with? No, I'm here with that cursed dog Strom's permission. He lets me in and out of the harbor because I bring in fresh slaves to this island hell. But even I'm getting hit by the harbor thieves here. Bastards have taken my cargo this time, and not slaves either. Exotic beast pelts and jewels of rare worth, not mere worthless flesh. Is that so? Well, Redrick was never a man to turn down an able blade or a willing soul. Follow those treacherous curs down into the underhalls, under the Temple of Mitra, and see if you can recover my cargo from them. I can't be sure. I've naught but the word of paid beggars and street urchins to go on. I've heard the thieves are based in the underhalls beneath the Temple of Mitra, and a dockhand I bribed said something about keeping to the right over an old bridge down there. Winds be at your back.
What's all this now? Well, greetings to you. I fear I am waiting on a supply of quality quills at the moment, but should you wish simple common work, I could use some help. No, that is never the problem. My ambition is to blame. I wear through writing quills quickly, for I am often contracted by the wealthiest merchants of Totage many times each week. Most of my customers are known faces in the noble district. I am having to turn down work now. I'll not scribe with tools of lesser quality. Few opportunities for feathers of fine quality arise here in the Barachans, but there is one such place on White Sands Isle. Legend paints it as the ancient battleground between giant birds and black creatures, though I merely care for the feathers still laying in the sun. Most appreciated, kindly one. The nests are found on the barren hill where naught grows, and it is said even the Picts avoid the place. You'll find the hill behind the old mausoleum, as I recall. You can take the rowboat in the harbor to reach the island itself.
It's an old tale. In a war between giant eagles and dark creatures of inhuman caste, the avian warriors were felled, rendered extinct, and rotted among the black corpses of their foes. The very ground became somehow contaminated. Off you go now. I wish you well, for whatever it's worth.
Who are you? What do you want? I am Odetta, once a noblewoman, once a soul wrapped in a life of pleasure. Now I am here, ruined, destroyed, hated. Silence your lies. I am no beggar, not in truth. I am reduced to this only because of the foul luck that plagues me, not because of any failings within myself. Do not mock me, lest you also find yourself bereft of all you once owned. I spent most days in the drugged dreams of the black lotus leaf, and even now it is my one comfort. My mansion was attacked by reavers, and I was forced to serve them as they sailed to Tortage. They left me here, refusing to take me with them when they sailed away. Everything. I dance in the rum and rumble, amusing filthy pirates for copper coins. Last night, I fell from the table and broke a man's nose. He chased me into the underhalls. Creatures killed him down there. Drunk as I was, I fell as I ran and lost my lotus box, my last possession. I fear to go back. Taking pity on the ruined woman, are you? I entered the underhalls from the harbor under Strom's keep. I dropped my lotus box in a room behind an area with cells, close to an old well. I cannot be without my lotus powder for much longer. I ache with the need for it. Gods be praised. I thought I was a dead woman.
I wish I am but a slave.
What do you want? I am Captain Sakumbe. I thought everyone in this port knew me by reputation. Perhaps I have been too lenient of late. Do not waste my time. Business or pleasure. And I've every right to be. I'm Sakumbe, greatest slaver in the city. Wealthier with each voyage from trading in captured flesh. And I've had an idea to get even richer. Maybe even have my own city one day, like old Strom, eh? That's something a little peasant like you would love to get a piece of, is it not? I want to show my wealth to the world with a few gold rings. Think of all the poor bastards who get killed and dumped down in the underhalls, eh? The dead have no need of their trinkets. So I say we take some. Find me the rings I want by looting the corpses. And I'll think about rewarding you. Sometimes it seems like fate herself wants me to be rich. Perhaps it's my reward for being the best captain in all of Totage, eh? Off with you now, to search the corpses. Make sure you return the rings to me, as I'll see you dead as an oathbreaker. Be gone with you now.
Hey.
Looking for something? Thank you so much. Now let me see them. Nice. Some of these I will share with my girls. Thank you, friend. Farewell.
Stand away, peasant. It's funny. You don't look like Proxima, and she's the wench I hired for the job. Whoring, no doubt. Very well. Give me the ingredients. Yes, this will do nicely. My thanks, peasant. I always am. Luck is my lady love. Away with you.
What is it? Excellent. And as I said, here's what I found in the gutter for you. So long, then.
Yes? Oh, yes, I can smell it. There it is. My thanks for this. Here's a reward for your efforts. Be well.
debts too high to pay may be free of the burden by selling yourselves into slavery.
Hail! I am World Captain Lalanga. I've been better. Have you seen or heard aught of the Picts flooding the forest around Totaj? I expected as much. They are present in such numbers that I worry for the future of the city. Totaj is no paradise, but it deserves better than to burn at the hands of Pictish savages. They need to be called like the animals they are. Each Pict that dies now will stare unblinking up at the sky as he rots in the sun, rather than staring with hatred at our city walls when the time for invasion comes. Be it so. Lately they have taken to preying on any who venture outside the city gates. Strom does nothing. His fears are fixed firmly upon the resistance within Totaj. And he ignores the barbarians bleeding the population in tiny trickles. I ask you to hunt them as they hunt us, and leave so many dead that they fear further vengeance. Try not to be seen breaking any laws, eh? Greetings, friend. The usual troubles. Hordes of Pictish barbarians. Executions to appease a madman's will. And that witch queen, Mitrel, birthing chaos each time she speaks. Even when she's not speaking spells, she's as lethal and short-tempered as a Kushite jungle cat with a thorn in its paw. The flesh eater you killed, the plant that ate living people. It seems Mitrel bred the abomination. One of my trusted friends, another man wearing the red hand on his chest, but with no love for Strom. He has seen these accursed plants growing in the witch's garden. Is nothing holy on this wretched island? Are there even demons within the trees now? That's all I ask. A few of us in the Red Hand are doing the same when we chance across these demon plants during our patrols. But few of us get lucky enough to hack down any in Mitrel's garden. The witch's mansion is outside of town, along the path to the volcano. Hunt well up there. Try not to be seen breaking any laws, eh?
Eh? Of course it is. I'm the one forging it after all. I would be ashamed if it was not the best work I can do. True. Most pirates are desperate scamps who fight with rusty cutlasses and blunted daggers. But some are fighting men who know a good sword when they see one. It's to those that I sell my blades. Would you do me a small favor? The finest blue steel is made from an ore found only in my homeland, Samaria. I've got a supplier who sends me this metal. There should be a crate of it down at the North Docks, just eastward of the harbour market. Would you fetch it for me? I can offer a reward. I'll dig something out of my stockpile. Take this note and find Captain Redrick at the docks. His cursed slave ship just came into port. It's got my ore on board. Crom, if that ship sank and I lost my ore, it would still be worth it, just to end that foul trade. I know him of old. We fought side by side for a time as sellswords on battlefields in a dozen lands. He was among my closest friends. We grew up and I turned to my old trade of smithing. He became a filthy slaver. I drone on in my anger. Forget it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Fetch my ore. The boots will be yours. Go then.
What's this now? Let me... Ah, yes, the shipment from Cimmeria. It's still on the ship with the other cargo. Any of my crew can tell you where it is. He picks his words. I'm a trader. I buy and sell what can be sold. These days, slaves fetch the best prices, if you can keep them healthy on long voyages. I know Turak does not approve, but he was always too moral for a pirate. I sailed with him for a while, you know. Ah, Turak, you northern barbarian jester! He might spit in my beard and try to forget our sword days together, but he still scrabbles for my gold like everyone else in Totage. But such talk has a tendency to make me misty-eyed and wish for better, bloodier days. Turak was like no other sword brother, handy with a blade, a fine eye for quality, and once tutored by no less a man than King Conan's own father. Good days. A good companion. Winds be at your back.
Yes? For the blacksmith, right? We were unloading it, but the winch on the crane is stuck. Your crate is right there in that net hanging over the hold, but we can't get it down. It's not fouled up for good or anything like that. Try giving that crane there a tug or two. You might be able to jostle it free. Good tidings.
Fine news. You were gone such a time I'd worried your skull had been split open by some back alley brigand or a wharf rat out for your coin purse. Hand it over. Gods, what's happened to it? It looks like it's been thrown around by a frost giant. It did. I don't suppose it smashed through the hull and sank the wretched thing, did it? Never figured you for one who supports slavery. Good to learn. Here's that reward I promised, though. I won this key in a dice game with a pirate last year. He swore it opened a chest of booty stored in the mausoleum on White Sands Isle. Go then.
Blessings of Mitra be upon you. Anyone who has lived in Tortage longer than a few heartbeats would know there's nothing to feel well about. Pirates are pirates, my friend. They engage in acts of piracy. It's what they do. Deny them piracy on the seas, and they will turn against their own people. The way of the river, the way of the Corsair. Of course there is. The city's pirates are choking on their leash. Denied prey on the open seas, they look for amusement within Tortage instead. No place is spared from their plundering. Even my small temple. The dogs of the Red Hand do nothing except watch and laugh. Some of the pirates camp on a hill above the city. Follow this path further up and be careful. Return once you have the items they stole from me, and I'll pay you for your efforts. Walk with Mitra. Hello, good soul. Does the light of Mitra not shine upon all of us? There is always something I need help with. I have heard that a shipwreck caused several crates of wine and rum to wash upon the shore of the nearby White Sands Isle. My missionary work would be greatly aided by such a cargo. The light of Mitra does not always shine bright enough to get all of Tortage's louts, but a sip of clergy wine or a promise of ceremonial rum tends to bring them in. Do you want to help me? Excellent! If you could go to White Sands Isle and fetch me bottles of wine and rum, I would be very grateful. There's a reward in it, for you, of course. You can use the rowboat at the dock to reach the island. Go with Mitra before you. Hey. Hey. Hello. Blessings to you. Thanks to you, the temple will shine. Take this humble reward. I wish I could give you more. Go with Mitra before you.
Hey, I am World Captain Loranga. Vicious bastards, aren't they? I am sure there's a scholarly reason for trees turning evil. But Loranga is not the man to give a moment's care for that. I just want the things dead. My thanks for your toil. And here's a reward for your efforts. Watch out for the Picts.
What do you want? Did you do it? Did they die? Did they suffer? That will teach them to abandon my house. Farewell.
Hey! Claudio. Once Capitan Claudio. And now, simply Claudio. Ever since that Kushite bastard Sakumbe ambushed me and my crew as we raided a village of the Zengaran coast. The raid was proceeding apace. Perfection itself. Then, we were attacked by Sakumbe's men, howling and cutting and killing. Ah, a dark day indeed. No, I and one other, my first mate, Gauss. Sakumbe took us alive to gloat after our crew was butchered. He plans a slave's fate for me, believing my spirit will be crushed in such servitude. I want Garus found. I've seen and heard neither sight nor sound from him in many nights. We swore to escape together and take our vengeance on Sakumbe, that king of dogs. And before you throw your arms in the air and turn your back on me, yes, I can reward you for this. I possess a flawless pearl from Kush. By the gods, I've heard no finer words in many a month. Look in the underhalls for my former first mate. Sakumbe mentioned something about the domain of one called Askia. I know not what it means, but other slaves in the harbor have spoken of cannibals and thieves near to the place where captives are taken. The door behind me. Go, now. Goodbye.
them better? Drill into their skulls to let the sickness demons out. They die after it because they're weak. But I try. I try. Someone has to try. My sister was dying. Someone had to try and heal her. But she... Of course. People get sick down here. Disease, illness. They need to be saved. So many die. Litharia tries to save them all, but so many die. What about you? Are you sick? You need me to drill into your head, crack the skull, and free the sickness spirits? Bah! Such vim! I mean no harm to you or any other. I mean only to save people. Will you help me? Help, Litharia. Walk these halls. Find the sick, the dying, the diseased. They're trapped down here, imprisoned by kind old Strom. Maybe not far from the prison cells, huh? You'll help me save them, yes? I mean nothing of the kind. I mean only to heal, to make well, to make better. My sister died, and many others have died, but I must still try. Help Litharia, huh? Help her to make people well. Walk along these halls. Find where Strom's enemies are left to rot by the old temple. Find the sick ones, the injured ones, the dying ones. Then tell me which ones need to be healed. I'll make them well. I'll attend to them soon. Maybe these ones will live, huh? Let's pray for that. Let's hold out hope. Kind old Strom always lets me have the sick ones, he does. Always lets me try to save them. Do not be so dark of tongue and black of thought. I'll help them, you see. You'll see. The ones that die, they are hauled away. But enough now. I must prepare for work.
What do you want from me? Yes? Wait, who's asking? I might not be Rebels. I could be, though I may not be. Who are you? Delia. That harlot. May Mitra banish her to the blackest hells. She did this to me. The bitch stole something that belonged to my family. When I tried to take it back, she had me thrown in here. Wait, what was that? Did you hear that? I had been drinking. I don't recall, though. I just want the truth. Yes. Yes, he is a good friend. Better than I deserve, perhaps. Tell him I will return soon. They cannot keep me bound here much longer. No. The shadow, just leave me be. It is everywhere. The whispers, the hisses. I hear her cursing at me. In my sleep. In my dreams. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Forgive me. I am not always myself. We talked of Delia, yes? She stole part of my family's most precious heirloom. Kira's seal, named after my ancestor. It's shattered. Broken, and I must find the pieces. Kira wants me to find them. I hear her hissing orders at me when I sleep. I had 2 of the 3 pieces. I came to Tortage looking for the 3rd and final piece, for the crypt is somewhere in the Barachian Isles. One of the 2 pieces was stolen by the wall guard, Delia. The other I lost in a gambling match. Now Kira hisses at me in my mind with hatred, not promises of wealth. When restored, the writing on Kira's seal will reveal the location of my ancient family crypt. There's treasure there. So much that your eyes turn gold just looking at it all. By right of blood, that wealth is mine. But I lost the pieces. All of them. Delia took the last one. Should you help me reclaim it, I will share the crypt's riches with you. Then we tread the first step on the path to riches, my friend. You do not know the pain, the pressure of Kira growling in my mind each night I sleep. Ending her cries means as much to me as the treasure. I'm to be... Take care.
Hey.
Never play a pirate for a fool. Be seeing you!
Hand them over, and I'll see about planting these seeds with the rest. Another handful of the filthy bastards dead and gone. You've done me a fine service, friend. I thank you. May it be so here then as well. I'm getting sick of Strom pissing on us like this. Fear no sorcery. It all can be defeated.
What's all this now? Thank Mitra. My worries were mounting with each hour. What happened to him? Oh, I suspected as much. Rabos is a good apprentice and a decent man, but if he does not stay away from the rum, he shall come to the worst of ends. I fear he will die in some pointless knife fight when he angers the wrong man. That is good to hear. I have common work for several customers that I really have no wish to trouble myself with. You have done a fine thing for me. Take these small tokens of gratitude. I hope they serve you well. May fortune favor you.
Who are you? What do you want? Thank Mitra for even this pathetic... Yes, thank you, thank you. By the gods, how I treasure this. My one comfort in a life turned black and rotten. I would die without it. You may keep the box. Here, now leave me alone. Gods be praised. I thought I was a dead woman. State your business. What is this? A visit from his nursemaid? The drunken fool lost it to a cut purse. I did only what I'm paid to do. I slew the thief. Given my duty to the city, I think it's fair I get to keep what the wretched cur had in his pockets. Keep up that kind of talk, and I'll see you rot in a cell without ever seeing the light of the sun again. You ask a sensible question. At first, I wanted nothing to do with it. But then Rabos, and now you, have both shown up begging for it, like slave children crying for breadcrumbs. Suddenly, it interests me a great deal. What a fine little slave you are. Very well. There are some peasants in the North Market who owe me money. It's time they pay it up. They'll not have coin, I assume. So bring me the shirts off their backs. Do this for me, and I'll give you the piece. That's my deal. Take it or leave it. Off you go then, like a good little servant. Their names are Donus, Odetta, and Benita. Be sure to return to me once you've conquered those harmless peasants, you hero. Tortage is no place for beggars or foundlings.
Yes? What is it? If Delia wants her coin, she can damn well come here and get it herself. I'm not handing anything to one of her lapdogs. Yeah, here you go. But if Delia wants any more, she'll have to take it out of my hide. That's all I've got left. So long, then.
What do you want? The wall guard? But she said I would have a month to find the coins I owed her. Why would she let me in the city if she only meant to punish me like this? Maybe so, but you're no better if you crawl around doing her bidding. Oh, take this shirt then. Of the great fortune I once possessed, this is all that remained to me. Tell Delia I wish her a painful death. I spit on you. Gods be praised. I thought I was a dead woman.
Have pity on an old woman. Tell that Gorgon I don't have a coin to my name. She shouldn't be charging poor folks a toll just to come into the city in the first place. It's not right. She tries to make an example of old Benita, eh? Well, I've got a spare shirt that Dina gave me. Here, take it, and I pray it satisfies her. Evil, evil woman. If the gods are good, she'll get what's coming to her one of these days. Go in peace.
State your business. Can it be that you really did what I asked? By the gods, you're a wonder. Hand them over, then. Prove it. You did it. You actually robbed 3 beggars of their last possessions.
Pictish attacks increase in number each week. Stay within the city walls.
It's always amusing
It's
to
safe
see
out
the
here.
powerless whine about those with strength. Here's a worthless trinket you whimpered for. Rabos was released while you were preying upon the defenseless beggars of Tortage. So if you want to run to him, I suggest you seek him out at his master Bartholomeo's shop. Obey the law, or we'll meet again, poorly.
Please, not so loud. Yes, this is it. I've read so many scrolls since coming here trying to decipher the inscription. It's mostly bad poetry concerning my ancestor, Kira, and her powers as a sorceress, a summoner of demons. I lost that to a Kushite captain by the name of Sukumbe. There was no theft. I gambled it in a game of dice, hoping to win enough money to buy the first piece back from Delia. Look, I know I sounded as though I were mad when I was in that cell, but I am telling the truth. I hear Kira in my dreams. She is a shadow in my mind, calling to me. Kira told me to look for it here on the island. She says our family came from here long ago. I work as an apprentice here in order to look through scrolls of the island's history. Records show that Kira died on Tortage. The voice in my mind, the Shadow Lady, speaks the truth. She called me here. I feel as though everything is finally coming together. Kira's crypt is somewhere in the Barachan Isles, but her voice in my mind is confusing at times. I am not interested in the crypt's treasures. I wish only to know what became of my ancestor. Find Sukumbe, and we will solve this mystery. Safe journeys.
What do you want? You want what I have fairly won? I think not. But Sukumbe is a reasonable man. Let fate decide. Roll when you're ready. 4. Your woeful luck amuses me. Surely you'll give up now? Give me the coins, and we'll play. Now roll. 6. Well, this is unexpected. It appears the luck of the gods is with you, and not I. Sukumbe will be dignified in defeat. Take your worthless trinket, and be gone. Something tells me you would play this wretched game all day if you had to, huh? You've got your trinket, so leave Sukumbe alone. I have a ship to run, and great riches to acquire. Such things cannot be done whilst listening to the yapping of flea-bitten dogs. It seems the great Captain Sukumbe wishes you to shut up and leave his presence. A soul as perceptive as you should see that clearly. Tortage is dangerous. Watch who you trust.
I'm surprised you managed to pry his greedy fingers off the piece. May I have it? Yes, this is it. Between the inscriptions on the second seal and the scrolls I read here, Kira's last great act is revealed. Under the stars on a moonless night, she summoned a demon she could not control. The people of Tortage hunted her, seeking to kill her for her sorcery. I am still unsure. The shadow in my mind says nothing of such matters, and the scrolls dwell on the death of Kira's husband. He was chased into a cave and sealed within there, left to die. Kira whispers to me even now. Her husband had the third piece of the seal. Remember to be careful. This is where Kira's husband was left to die. voice in my mind hisses of danger and darkness. It is my best guess that you may enter the cave under the mountain by seeking the entrance just past the lighthouse. Here. Safe journeys! is it? Then we are ready. Mithra be praised. I can finally tread the stone of my family's crypt. Do you hear me, Kira? Silence your whispers, for our work is done, and we come to find you. Yes. Yes, surely Kira's husband, killed by the mob of villagers for the crimes of his lover. Strange how her voice within my mind never spoke of his deathless existence, though. Even now she is silent, but for a quiet, constant call. Please, show me the final piece. At last, the third seal! I have uncovered the truth now. I see it in the inscription. Kira made this seal herself. The demon she summoned ran rampant, and she locked herself within a crypt in order to trap the demon alongside her. This seal is the key to opening the door. It is somewhere on White Sands Isle. The inscription mentions a mausoleum. It must be in there. I must meet you there. You cannot go inside her crypt without me. I need to see Kira with my own eyes, and if I read these words correctly, my blood is part of the key to open the sealed door. Yes, of course. Together we shall answer her whispered call. Blood and magic seal the door. Blood and magic shall open it once more. Be careful who you trust around here.